Bill is with us. Bill, welcome to News Talk WSB.
How are you doing, Clark?
I'm doing great, thank you. I'm inside, I'm warm, and I'm not going anywhere.
Well, it's taken me 3 hours to go from Wills Park to the fire station here on 140. It's probably maybe 4 miles. It's pretty miserable out here. But I have a question looking at a tree limb right now. Are there any predictions of power outages because of limbs coming down from this?
Well, historically, if this ends up dumping some ice as it goes through the hours, and then the temp is going to go down to 16 degrees or somewhere in that vicinity, yes, we will have power outages.
Yeah, but you haven't heard anything official yet?
Nobody has said anything, and I'm looking right now. I don't see any notice posted. I'll ask our news department, but I think that right now that's not what people are focusing on. But I'll tell you, with the temperature down to 22 even, the temperature drops, and particularly outside 285 where the temperature tends to go colder overnight. If this does develop into that ice kind of drop on the power lines, the trees will come down and we'll have the power outages. But right now, that is not a primary issue.
Well, keep your battery radios.
Yeah, how about that? And so, Bill, are you hanging out at the firehouse?
Oh, no, I just...
You're using that as like a geographic marker.
No, I'm taking my little coals as I can set them right now.
Okay.
No, but listen, you and Kim ought to think about selling that picture to UPS.
Oh, sell the picture? You mean my wife's picture she took to
Yeah.
UPS? Well, I'll give it to UPS if they want it. How about that? Because they're fellow Atlantans. I mean, that's an Atlanta-based company. You know, they left the high-tax, high-cost north of Connecticut and moved to Georgia because we're open for business in Georgia. And Cindy is with us. Cindy, welcome to News Talk WSB. How are things in Buckhead, Cindy? Slow. So if you're in Buckhead going to somewhere else in Buckhead, you could do what my daughter is doing. She's walking down Peachtree. By. You got all that stuff around there. There's going to be a Chick-fil-A in just another half mile on your right. Why don't you just park and go inside somewhere and stay warm?
I can't get out of the middle lane.
Oh. Well, I am so sorry that you're so stuck. And so it reinforces to me that I'm right where I need to be here at News Talk WSB. And I think I just...
Another question though, because I'm probably not the only one thinking about that situation. Are you better when you are stopped, putting it in park? Should you leave your foot on the brake? What's the best, the most efficient way to save your fuel if you're in the...
If you're idling and you're stop and go, my understanding is that you're going to burn that fuel either way. So the good news is heat doesn't reduce your fuel supply because the heat comes off the heat of the engine. Just being in the fuel is not going to be good for you in terms of keeping that fuel supply.
I see.
So again, you might consider, if you can get over to another lane, pulling in somewhere and just hanging out for a while.
I will do my best.
Okay. Stay safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And Jim is with us and coming. Jim, I've got time for a quick question from you about your wife trying to get to the Fox. What's the story?
Yeah, so she's got tickets tonight for a Fox production, and I told her I just drove up 400. It's very, very congested. I said, don't do it. but she called the Fox about an hour ago, and their stance was show must go on, and there are no refunds or exchanges.